What if the very first thing you drank every morning could determine how much joint pain you feel for the rest of the day? Today, we are not talking about expensive supplements or complicated diets. We are talking about 3 simple, natural, and delicious morning drinks that can help to calm inflammation and set you up for a more comfortable and active day, free from the stiffness of arthritis. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to guide us through the healing power of these morning rituals, we are joined by a physician who has spent over a century studying how to work in harmony with the body's natural rhythms. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. The morning is a very special and a very important time for the body. It is the time when your body is most receptive to healing signals after a long night of rest. A simple, warm, and intentional drink can be the first and the most important signal you send to your body for the entire day. It can be a signal that tells your body to calm the internal fire of inflammation.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. Dr. Hinohara is going to walk us through his morning arthritis ritual protocol. It is a customizable plan that features 3 powerful drinks that you can choose from based on your body's needs. We will cover the daily detox and anti-inflammatory, the deep healing soother, and the cooling hydrator. It is a true blessing to know that we can start each new day with a simple, intentional act of care for the bodies we've been given. If you are ready to start your day with less pain and more comfort, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and this guide is full of gentle and practical advice. Okay, doctor, let's get right into your morning arthritis ritual protocol. What is the first and most foundational drink that you recommend people start with, the one you call the daily detox and anti-inflammatory?
Yes. Our first drink is the one that I recommend most people start with because it is simple, it is gentle, and it is very powerful. It is a warm cup of lemon water with turmeric. This is more than just a drink. It is a wellness ritual that gently wakes up your body, soothes your joints, and sets a positive and healthy tone for the entire day. This drink is especially wonderful for the person who suffers from that terrible morning stiffness. I had a patient, a man in his late 60s. He told me that the first hour of his day was always the worst part of his day. His hands were so stiff when he woke up that he could not make a proper fist, and his knees felt so tight and achy that it was a real struggle for him just to walk to the kitchen to make his coffee. I taught him this simple morning ritual. Before his coffee, before his breakfast, the very first thing he would do was have a warm cup of this golden drink. After about a month of this consistent daily habit, he came to my office, and the first thing he did was hold up his hands and make a tight fist for me with a big smile on his face. He said that the morning stiffness had not vanished completely, but it had reduced by more than half. He told me he was able to start his day with much more comfort and much more freedom.
That is a fantastic story. And the modern science behind this simple traditional drink shows a beautiful synergy between the ingredients. Let's start with the warm lemon water itself. Lemon is absolutely packed with vitamin C. As we know from our other videos, vitamin C is an essential building block for healthy collagen, which is the protein that keeps the cartilage in your joints strong and resilient. The warm water is also very important as it is much gentler on your digestive system in the morning, and it helps to gently flush and hydrate your body after a long night of sleep. But the real magic ingredient here, as you said, doctor, is the turmeric. We have talked about it before on Healthier Daily, but it is always worth repeating. The main active compound in turmeric is, of course, curcumin. Curcumin is like a gentle warrior inside your body. It is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds ever studied. It works to calm the fire of inflammation that is the root cause of the joint stiffness and swelling and arthritis.
But there is a secret key that you must use to unlock the power of the turmeric.
Yes, this is the most critical part of the recipe that so many people miss. The curcumin in turmeric is not very easily absorbed by our bodies on its own. However, simple black pepper contains a compound called piperine, and scientific research has shown astonishingly that piperine can increase your body's absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. That tiny pinch of black pepper makes all the difference. It is a non-negotiable part of the recipe if you want to get the real anti-inflammatory benefit. So, doctor, to be very clear for our viewers at home, what is the exact recipe for 1 cup of this healing drink?
It is very simple. You take 1 cup of warm water, not boiling hot, but comfortably warm. You squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon. You then stir in about 1/4 teaspoon of a high-quality organic turmeric powder. And finally, as Ben said, you must add just 1 tiny pinch of finely ground black pepper. If you like a little sweetness, a small half teaspoon of raw honey is a nice addition, but it is optional.
And you said this should be the very first thing a person consumes in the morning.
Yes, drinking this on an empty stomach is ideal. This allows the body to absorb all of the wonderful healing nutrients with maximum efficiency, and it begins to calm the inflammation in your body before you even start your day. It is a quiet, peaceful ritual just for you.
It's a beautiful and mindful way to begin the day, a quiet ritual of self-care. It is truly a blessing to have these simple gifts from the earth that can bring our bodies so much comfort. So the turmeric lemon water is a fantastic daily ritual for that common morning stiffness that so many people with arthritis feel. But doctor, what about for the person who is dealing with more intense, more active inflammation? The kind of hot and swollen joints that can come with a painful flare-up. What is the second drink in your morning arthritis ritual protocol, the one you call the deep healing soother?
Yes, for that deeper, more hot type of inflammation, we turn to another very ancient and very powerful remedy from traditional medicine. Our second drink is soaked fenugreek seed water. These tiny seeds, which are called co sa ri in Vietnamese, have been used for centuries to help reduce inflammation and support the health of the joints. This drink is a wonderful choice for a person who feels that their joints are not just stiff, but are actively swollen and inflamed. I had a patient, a woman in her late 60s, who suffered from rheumatoid arthritis. She would have these terrible flare-ups where the joints in her fingers and her wrists would become very swollen, red, and hot to the touch. During these times, the pain for her was very severe. I taught her this very simple practice. Every night before she went to bed, she would take 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and let them soak in a glass of water on her nightstand. In the morning, the very first thing she would do before anything else was drink that water. She told me that when she was consistent with this gentle habit, the intensity and the frequency of her painful flare-ups were noticeably reduced. The fenugreek water seemed to have a deep, soothing and cooling effect on her entire system.
That is another incredible story of a simple seed having such a powerful and specific effect. And the modern science on fenugreek is very exciting. It is absolutely packed with a wide variety of powerful compounds that explain why it was so helpful for your patient. First, it is very rich in a class of antioxidants called flavonoids and saponins. These compounds are very powerful at neutralizing the free radicals that are driving the inflammatory process in an arthritic joint. So it is helping to calm that fire at a very deep cellular level. Second, as you mentioned in the source material for this video, fenugreek has been shown to have very strong direct anti-inflammatory properties. The compounds in the seeds can help to modulate the body's immune response, which is especially important in an autoimmune condition like rheumatoid arthritis, where the body's mistakenly attacking its own joints. And finally, that wonderful fiber that is released into the water during the soaking process is so important. It helps to support a healthy gut. And as we have said many times on Healthier Daily, a healthy gut is absolutely essential for reducing systemic inflammation. It also helps to regulate your metabolism and your blood sugar, which is another hidden source of inflammation in the body. So it is a true full-body soother.
And the preparation is the key to unlocking these benefits.
Yes, let's get very specific about the preparation, doctor. You said the soaking is the most important part. Why is that?
The soaking is the most important step. When the fenugreek seeds soak in the water overnight, they soften and they gently release more of their beneficial nutrients, their enzymes, and their fibers into the water itself. This makes them much easier for your body to absorb and to use. The routine is very simple. You take 1 teaspoon of the fenugreek seeds and you place them in 1 cup of room temperature water before you go to bed. In the morning, you can simply strain the seeds out and drink the water on an empty stomach. If you like, you can also chew the softened seeds themselves. They have a pleasant, slightly nutty flavor similar to maple. But drinking the water is the most important part to get those anti-inflammatory compounds.
And is this ritual safe for most people to do every day?
Yes, for most people, it is a very gentle and very safe daily ritual. Of course, if you have any serious medical conditions or are taking medications especially for diabetes, as fenugreek can affect your blood sugar, you must always speak with your doctor first. But it is a wonderful natural tool. It's a true blessing to know that there are these gentle yet powerful traditional remedies that have been helping people for centuries, and that we can now understand the science behind why they work so well. This is so helpful, Doctor. It gives our viewers another powerful tool for their healing toolkit. We love sharing this kind of wisdom with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you're watching from. We love hearing from all of you.
So, doctor, we have the turmeric lemon water for that daily morning stiffness and the soaked fenugreek seed water for those times of more intense hot inflammation. What is the third and final morning drink in your protocol? I know this one is very gentle and very refreshing.
Yes, our final drink is the most gentle of all, and its primary purpose is to encourage healthy and consistent hydration throughout the day, which is absolutely critical for joint health. It is cucumber and mint-infused water. This is a wonderful choice for the person who simply does not enjoy the taste of plain water, and as a result, finds that they are often mildly dehydrated. I had a patient, a woman in her 70s, who told me her joint pain was always much worse on the days that she was busy with her grandchildren and she forgot to drink enough water. Dehydration was a major trigger for her joint pain, but she told me that drinking plain water felt like a chore. So I taught her this very simple method. Every evening before bed, she would fill a large pitcher with fresh water, add a few slices of cucumber and a handful of fresh mint leaves, and let it infuse in the refrigerator overnight. In the morning, she had a delicious, refreshing, and beautiful drink waiting for her. She told me that because it tasted so good, she found herself sipping on it all day long. And by simply staying properly hydrated, she found that her overall level of daily joint pain was much, much lower.
That is another brilliant and very practical solution, doctor. And it highlights a point that is so critical for the health of our joints' hydration. The cushioning cartilage in our joints is made up of mostly water, and the synovial fluid, which is the natural lubricant that surrounds our joints and allows them to glide smoothly, is also mostly water. When we become dehydrated, there is literally less lubrication in our joints, which means more friction, more irritation, and more pain. And the ingredients here add their own gentle healing benefits. The cucumber is a natural source of an important mineral called silica. Silica is an essential building block for our body's connective tissues, including the collagen that gives our cartilage its strength and its structure, and the mint has its own mild natural pain, soothing, and anti-inflammatory properties. It is a very intelligent and very refreshing combination.
So, we now have our 3 wonderful morning drink options. But it is very important for our viewers to understand that this drink is the start of the healing process for the day. It is not the entire process.
So you are saying that we can't just drink our warm turmeric lemon water in the morning and then have a sugary donut for breakfast and expect our joints to feel better.
That is exactly right. The morning drink is the very first gentle signal you send to your body to begin to calm inflammation. To get the most benefit from this ritual, you must follow that good signal with other good habits. First, after you have finished your drink, it is a wonderful time to do a few minutes of very gentle morning movement. This could be some simple stretching or a slow walk around your home. This helps to move that lubricating synovial fluid through your joints and to gently ease away that morning stiffness. Second, you must follow your healing drink with a healthy anti-inflammatory breakfast. A breakfast that is rich in protein and healthy fats. Like the ones we have discussed in our other videos, perhaps some whole eggs with spinach or some plain Greek yogurt with berries will continue to send that powerful anti-inflammatory message to your body.
So the drink is the gentle awakening for the body, and then the movement and the healthy breakfast are what build upon that foundation for the rest of the day. It's a complete, mindful, and holistic approach to starting your day. It is a beautiful way to honor the bodies we have been given by dedicating the first hour of our blessed day to their gentle care and well-being. Doctor, this has been an incredible guide. You've given our viewers 3 wonderful and very different natural morning drinks to create their own personal morning ritual for fighting the pain and stiffness of arthritis. We have the warm, soothing power of lemon water with turmeric for daily care. We have the deep healing benefits of soaked fenugreek seed water for more intense inflammation. And we have the refreshing hydration of cucumber and mint-infused water. This is a complete and customizable toolkit for managing chronic joint pain. What is so empowering about this is that these simple drinks offer a way for people to start their day by actively fighting back against arthritis. This is such a hopeful message for people who thought that strong pills were their only option to deal with their daily joint pain. This is a practical, gentle, and delicious approach to managing arthritis and reclaiming a more comfortable and active life.
I want to leave everyone with this one final thought. How you begin your day often determines how the rest of your day will feel. Start your day with a simple healing ritual and you will send a message of calm and comfort to your joints that can last for many hours.
That is a beautiful message, Doctor. a message of calm and comfort. It's a wonderful reminder to be good stewards of our health, starting each blessed day with an act of intentional and loving care. And of course, the wisest first step is always to speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. If you found this guide helpful and are excited to try one of these comforting drinks, please give this video a like so that others can find this valuable information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who might be struggling with joint pain. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which of these 3 morning drinks are you most excited to try first? Please share your choice in the comments below. Your story might be the inspiration someone else needs. Thank you for being with us. We wish you healthier, happier joints one morning at a time.